chance, so get on your feet and dance.
And hey, it's a wonderful kind of day.
Well, it is for this next guy, America's favorite aardvark, Arthur. Waves to the crowd on his 4th jaunt down Broadway. This is a big day for Arthur, Katie. His first ever holiday special airs on PBS. It's called Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Well, you know, he must have a high Q rating, as they say in the biz. The kids who watch his PBS series and read his books send Arthur 100,000 letters every year. And that backpack could sure hold him. It has a volume of 2,200 cubic feet. Our lovable bookworm is furnished by Random House Children's Media Group.
I don't want to be rude, Katie, but it looks like Arthur forgot to lay off the pizza and the chocolate cake. His waist is hanging in at 62 feet. In fact, it took fabric the length of 8 soccer fields to create our roly-poly aardvark.
And by the way, his feet aren't so petite either. Arthur would have to hop on 21 Razor scooters to ride to soccer practice. Can you be a good American, a true patriot, and not know this guy? I think not. Flying down Broadway on an antler and a prayer, more daring than Siegfried and Roy, funnier than McNeil Laird. You knew they were funnier? Yes, folks, it's the pride of Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, Bullwinkle J. Moose, furnished by Universal Studios.
Even his archenemies, Boris and Natasha, have to be impressed with this guy. He is taller, Al, than 2 telephone poles.
That's tall. Once again this year, the Mighty Moose's sweatshirt proudly displays his alma mater, Wasamata U. But lest we forget, guys, this nut happens to be a graduate of MIT. You know MIT.
Yeah.
The Moose Institute of Toe Dancing.
And by the way, to those who think he's just a doofy old moose, Bullwinkle points out he's the finest example of the great North American clod.
Propelling himself down Broadway with a double booster rocket pack of his own design. It's Dexter, furnished by Cartoon Network and kept on trajectory by Macy's balloon pilot Keith Goldberg. Whenever Dexter has a problem, he turns to his fantastic bedroom laboratory for amazing scientific solutions and to create that greatest invention of all.
Now, this self-proclaimed boy genius seems determined to accomplish 2 things: to dominate in the world of science and interplanetary space travel, and more importantly, probably, to hide from his pesky big sister, Dee Dee. Dexter's chief rival, Mandark, has to be totally envious today. By the boy wonder's own calculations, Balloon Dexter is 21,700 cubic feet in volume. That's equivalent to the cabin of a 747 jetliner.
This month, Dexter's first home video, Dexter's Laboratory Ego Trip, will be released. He's been referred to as a pint-sized Einstein. But today, Dexter is the biggest balloon in Macy's parade.
Ego Trip, I thought that was the name of Matt's new video.
Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
More balloons, big stars, big band, and Santa Claus is on his way, live here on NBC.
Now appearing in her first parade, that irresistible dragon debutante, Cassie, furnished by Sony Family Pictures Entertainment. Cassie and her 73 brothers and sisters star on PBS in Sesame Workshop's animated adventure series, Dragon Tales. As her fans probably know, Cassie is the youngest, most quiet, most shy dragon in Dragonland, and she's also uncommonly bright.
One of Carrie, my daughter's personal favorite. The badge around her neck is glowing bright today. That means Cassie's feeling confident, and why not?
I think we got to get off the train tracks here.
That's it.
This crowd's loving
the
those
518.
big blue eyes and the whole Dragon Deluxe package. She's a real looker, isn't she, Al?
She is. Let's see. Young, quiet, shy, bright, and a looker. Matt, they probably patterned her right after Katie, didn't they?
And
It was hard for you to get those words out, right? Well, the young, bright, and a looker works. The quiet and shy, I'm not sure about that. And unlike Cassie, as you both know, I breathe a little fire from time to time, but that's another story.
You? No.
Barney. Now check out the stupendous one as he roams down Broadway. High five in the crowd for the 6th consecutive year. Balloon Barney really is stupendous, 3 times taller than any T-Rex in history.
Barney is furnished by Lyric Studios, and his super-de-duper advice for his millions of fans, well, always be kind and be sure to say please and thank you.
And be sure to visit your dentist at least twice every million years. This dino star who lives in your imagination, like all of today's balloons, was brought to life through the imagination of the creative staff at Macy's Design Studio.
Definitely. Bounding down Broadway is Clifford the Big Red Dog, furnished by Scholastic. With a 40-year history and millions of books, everyone knows that this good-hearted, loyal canine grew so big because he was loved so much by his owner, Emily Elizabeth, who definitely does not have Clifford on a short leash, at least not today. It's 65 feet long. Big Red himself is twice as big as a school bus.
This September, our charismatic canine embarked on a TV career when the animated series Clifford the Big Red Dog debuted on PBS Kids with John Ritter as the voice of this lovable, oversized dog.
Now that he's a TV star, of course, Al Clifford needs handlers, and today he has over 60, all giving Clifford the Big Red Dog the big red carpet treatment he deserves. All in all, 1,361 Macy balloon handlers march today.
I tell you, Clifford's a big hit in our house. Leela loves him.